So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between east and west. Cross it and...
What's good, nigga?
What's good, bro?
Die!
Hold on
You
now.
really took a nap.
Let's take it easy.
I did.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds.
Fold some clothes.
That was our
put some shit
accord
away.
with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why
Yeah,
send
I
a
got that.
child? Do
I
they
thought
want to pardon
Joe
you
was
or not?
online to play some Naruto, but he wasn't.
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save them. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back.
I'm good at this game
Now,
though, bro.
hold.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's why I just been
She's telling the truth about
chilling on this jump.
She's not
Yeah, I can't
Karja.
wait till you get far on that jump.
She's a Nora from the
Oh,
Savage.
where Richie at?
And if she seeks to
I'm not so
save
sure, to be
lives, should
honest.
we not listen? Let me speak to her.
I
One
did
last
everything
favor
that I
for
possibly
Pepper
could in the first area before moving to another part, if that makes sense.
A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Hop out the jet. Hop out the scene. And this is next.
Are you glad you're going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both.
Good look.
If Sun King
Toast
Avad is
in the air.
amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
Clink, 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 clink.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you vanquished quite
Bro,
a few.
the dude on here, bro,
I've fought my share of
he will
battles.
forever and always will be Zavala.
But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds, before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I'm gonna skip this.
I guess
Hoping to I didn't make it easy for my captain when they paid me back. I lost a court. I thought I was
So when you met...
and I so called my life. The other Tenakth how evidently allowed me to participate.
You said the cool...
Yeah, it doesn't leave me. Do you? I had hoped
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
the winners of the cool route. You the word in practice, but many Tenakth they did.
I guess that's what...
As you may have noticed. The truth is, though, that I can't blame the Tenakth, right?
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes, always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth, especially their chief. And I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at the Karja. Who knows?
The Karja talk about Hikaru as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field.
Let's go.
It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do.
I'm doing the
You
rite of
asked
passage right
why
now.
I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much
Oh,
worse.
it's not years. It's
Calling down
6 months.
storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the 2 of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to it.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner.
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Carja have opened the gates.
I got the turp, so shit.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Carja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate
Now keep
us.
the chains, I'm dead.
Exile.
Lancers, form up!
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers, light them up! Get to cover! Archers, keep them back! Left flank to the Carja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Kaja! Stand your ground! Fire on will! I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Come down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center! Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Health spell, but my stash has one.
Here they come! Spot it.
I see her!
Take them out! Ammo for you! That was quite a blast!
Concentrate your fire!
Hey, my grenade got him.
I can switch it up.
Hit her again! Think you can take me?
Fill her with arrows!
No!
Take this ammo!
Oh, all that
We've survived worse! Hang in there, Aloy! I've got this!
Used it all up.
I have that Easterner!
Hang in there!
Sanders. I'll skin you both! Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. Gotta get through that shield. Need to break his guard. Give it up! I'm empty. You're not stopping me! There! Now's our chance! Huh? No! I'm gonna break that shield!
Hey, Daquan, I just slayed, bruh. Super slayed him.
Your turn! Come down here and face me!
No!
Hey, Daquan. Hey, Daquan.
Yo.
Hey, bro, I just beat this dude, bro. Like, flawless, like. Slid and smoked his ass, bro. Nah, I'm about to get some shit right now, so I'm about to see.
It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
I don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regalla to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Vuadis, Peshav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regalla ignored that. Our rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
What's going on, bro?
Fashav called
Yo,
Regala a rival.
No.
Someone that Tenakth chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tenakth.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then New Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot.
Left.
Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tenakth territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tenakth really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tenakth further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tenakth. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours to the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram Delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tenakth used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved out.
Well, I'd never call No Man's Land safe.
Oh no, that didn't
even
sound
at the
good.
best of times. The ancient ruins of the Southwest
I'm in the
are a
ass
testament
spot.
to that. Remnants of
Ah,
some forgotten war.
he got no height.
Alright, alright.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tenakth.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
I'd need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return.
What?
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
Man, come on!
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
What the fuck the Wraith was doing? Jesus Christ.
He said, the fuck was the Wraith doing?
Bro ran up behind me and was shooting me like. Yeah.
Am I living in a dream? Am I living in a dream?
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, the backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
He must be stopped.
The woman who led the ambush, Regalla. A lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. What's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels? I'll stash this away for later.
I'm the jump. I tell people what to do.
He said, I'm the captain now.
I'm the jump.
Good spot to test the shield wing. Why climb down when I can glide?
Excuse me. What the fuck? Lifeline, do some lifeline shit.
It worked.
Lifeline, do some lifeline shit. This is the best lifeline. Your lifeline.
Your lifeline. The worst. I ain't gonna even do it like that. Like Jesus Christ.
Wings holding up? Yep. It's taking over the land out here, too. This must be the salvagers I met in Barren Light. Looks like something's going on.
No time for chatter, Red. I hope Lara knows what to do.
Bro, I gotta fight a fucking primal now. Not just any primal, a Kojin primal. This motherfucker's name is Susano, dude. Like, gonna be tough. Blicky, blicky.
Oh, she's Nick. Oh. Oh. I got that drink in my two-step. My drink in my two-step. I got that drink in my two-step. Patron tell me that it's on. We take it you're dead.
Are you still playing Apex?